Good morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options in your morning market preparation video for August 1st. August 1st. Wow. This year is going by very, very fast. Summer is slipping through our fingers quickly, and this market is extremely bullish this morning. First, well, at least the Dow is extremely bullish, and we're seeing some good movement in the NASDAQ as well. Futures are pointing to a sharply higher gap open. So we gapped yesterday, left a window behind. We're gapping again this morning with tremendous strength. We've been up more than 100 points in the futures right now, suggesting just short of a 100-point gap up. But wildly bullish this morning in this move, and that always gives me pause. I talked about this yesterday. Anytime we gap up to a new record open or a new market high, I have the concern that a pre-market pop like that gives the big guys, if we get emotional about it and we chase in, it only gives them somebody to sell to. So I want to watch this very, very closely. I don't want to chase into this. Chasing into a gap up open, when they fail, if they fail, can produce some really ugly results in your account. So be very careful here. Now, luckily, we've stayed with the trend. We have been disciplined and stayed with the trend of the market. And so our current position should do very well this morning. And we should be in a nicely positive positions. But we want to be watchful of this gap up this morning and prepare to either take profits, protect our capital, and manage our current portfolio. I don't want to be chasing anything into such a wildly bullish gap up. What it could serve to be as a top, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Now, if we look at the diamonds held up really well yesterday, holding the gap. They defended that really, really well, very strongly yesterday. However, if you take a look at the SPY not so much. The SPY held price support, which is a good thing. Held that price support, did not break down, okay? But this candle here could easily be seen as a dark cloud cover. Not quite bearish engulfing, but came real close. So even though it held up, this is 500 companies being held up right now by 30. Okay, let's go a little bit further. At least we're still in a trend. We're trading with the direction of the trend, so all is good there. If we take a look at the Qs, dark cloud cover, breaking resistance, support, unable to hold this price support. Okay. Not a good sign here in the Qs, and a dark cloud cover to boot. So here again, we add another 100 companies to the number that 30 is trying to hold up. And actually, only part of the 30 are trying to hold up. A good portion of the diamonds was down yesterday. It's only a handful of companies that actually lifted that index. Okay. Now, if we look at IWM actually gave it up. We gapped up here in the morning, tested this resistance level, and then sold off. Now, it's a very good thing that we held this trend. We defended this, the bulls defended this, and by the end of the day, we held on to that trend. This morning, we're gapping up. We're moving up with the rest of the market, but notice we're not making new highs. We're not making a new high in the IWM. We're not making a new high in the SPY. Not even breaking that candle of yesterday. We're not making a new high in the Qs. Not even breaking that, or even crossing back up above this resistance. So the Dow pushing so wildly this morning gives me pause, makes me question this move, and I want to be really careful not to chase. So my suggestion is make sure that you have a carefully thought out action plan, a plan that's going to protect you from you. We all get emotional when it comes to the market. We all get, hey, we see all this potential in funds and we get emotional about it. Try to avoid that. Maintain your plan, maintain your discipline, and you'll be a lot better for it in the long run when it comes to trading. If we take a look at the VIX, now the VIX, even with a bullish move yesterday, the VIX really didn't sink much. The VIX kind of held on right here. So here again, we have that potential of a very quick move up here. Remember how quickly this can reverse to the upside. I mean, these are just very fast moves. Okay, so that's entirely possible. I'm not suggesting that's going to happen. I'm suggesting the potential exists. Okay, now the next thing that could happen is we could, if the market is going to be extremely bullish and everything's going to follow suit, the VIX could fall like a rock. And we could see new highs across the board in the market, new record highs. So both sides of this scenario are there. What I want to do is manage my current positions and not chase into a gap. And that means I will be looking for new trades today. Okay. But only if I actually see evidence of buyers that are stepping in supporting this rally. Okay, I want to see actual buyers after the opening gap. Remember, anytime we move like this is a professional gap. This is institutions. Think about it. If you had a position to sell, if you were trying to unwind a position, if you think the market is overbaked as an institution, isn't this exactly what you'd want to create? Create tons of emotion, get it to gap up so that they can get people chasing in and they sell to them at the open. Now, I'm not suggesting that is the case, but it makes sense. It's logical, and that happens at market tops. Okay, so hopefully this isn't a market top. Hopefully this is just an amazing bull run with wildly bullish strength, but it could also be, you know, the last bastion, everyone that missed out finally piling in here at the end, and that oftentimes is the end. Okay, so watch that carefully. Let's take a look at the economic calendar today. The economic calendar has a few things on it, but I don't think anything is going to be of major importance. We've got personal incomes and outlays at 8:30. PMI manufacturing at 9:45, ISM at 10, and construction spending at 10. Now, all of these, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of change here, and I doubt that they're going to be very market moving this morning. What's likely to be much more market moving is the earnings calendar. Now, the earnings calendar, we had nearly 280 companies reporting earnings today. A lot of them have already, a good deal of them have reported. But the granddaddy of them all today is going to be Apple. What will Apple do? In fact, there's discussion that Apple's earnings could completely overshadow even the employment situation number on Friday. Now, I don't know that to be true, and I certainly wouldn't suggest that that would be true. But when we have people talking like that, that means that Apple, a company that is already majorly focused on when it comes to earnings, is going to be extremely heavily focused upon. Now, when we look at this chart, we have to recognize the fact that we are in a downtrend on Apple. As great as this rally has been, this is a failure at a new low, at a lower high. So if we were to get a very, very bullish number and Apple pops up into here, you can expect the market to respond extremely well to that. Okay. We've had such a weak tech sector that could mean or signal a bounce back in tech. If they report poorly, we could have a difficult road ahead. Techs could start sliding again and dragging the rest of the market lower. So be careful here. See a chart for what it is. Don't look at the hard right edge. The hard right edge price action tells you good data. It's good information. Price is always better than any indicator. But if you don't take that into context of the full chart and see what the chart is displaying there. And right now, we have to admit we have a downtrend heading into earnings on Apple. Okay, anything is possible here, but don't lose sight of what the overall market right now is suggesting for this stock. Okay, be careful. Be watchful. Look at the charts. Follow the price action. Okay, folks. Hey, this is something I put out every day. This is part of my morning market preparation. It's what I do every day to prepare for the market and how I'm going to approach the day. If this is of interest to you and you'd like to receive this information every day, do me a favor. Click on that subscribe button on YouTube and also click that button for follow on Facebook if you happen to be watching it there. And also, if you could, do me a favor, click that like button on the videos. That helps me out too. Click that like and make a comment. I'd be happy to hear from you. Everyone, take care. I want to wish you great profits today, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care now.